Welcome to Shade in the City. I'm Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we're going to be reviewing
Ready to Love
Season 4, episode, I believe this is 5 now.
Now you accept it. You accept what episode it is.
It is what it is.
Let's get shady.
All right, guys. So opening scene, we see the ladies sitting around the ladies' lounge, sitting around with the nephew Tommy. Everybody looks really good, on point. And he sits down and lets them know that basically it's your time to choose another guy to go home who's not ready to love. And we're actually going to set you up on like a pool party experience where everybody gets to relax. We want to see the men
see their shirts off.
With their shirts off. So I am here
Super
for
excited.
it. I want to see what that Walter body looks like.
I want to see what that Cornelius body
Or is it more like a dad bod?
Or Naeem.
Naeem, yes.
I don't know. I'm getting the vibe that a lot of the guys have nice bodies.
Yes.
You know, our DC dudes, they take care of themselves. There's like a gym like almost on every corner.
Yeah, so I have no doubt that they'll be all right.
So here, everybody's at the pool party. Anybody got no clothes on?
No clothes on.
Of course, my boo, Cornelius, looks the best. Well, him and Naeem.
And for some reason, I don't know. I feel like we didn't get a shot of Naeem. They flashed him across the screen.
We didn't get a shot of Naeem because he was hardly in this episode. He was like, in and out.
But Cornelius in the middle there is looking very
scrumptious.
Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth. And then we see Sabrina and Walter on the left, and I found it very interesting. Sabrina had her legs all wrapped around Walter's neck and doing a lot
on his shoulders. What did she say? She said something about when they open.
She said my favorite. She said it's so cliche, but my favorite flower is a rose because you know they start off enclosed and then they just opened up.
Keep in mind, this is on his shoulders.
And she just opened up her legs around his shoulders, and I was like, Sabrina,
you was feeling some way.
Sabrina. You better watch yourself. Okay. You better watch yourself. But no, so we see them having a good time. We see Corey macking on Mumin.
What's crazy here though is apparently he's been leaving little
Corey is a creep. Corey is a creep. I'm sorry.
He's been leaving little love notes, secret admirer notes all around the pool for Courtney. But he's been in Mumin's face the entire time.
Let me tell y'all why. I ain't even going to say Negroes or ninjas ain't shit, right? Let me tell you why Corey ain't shit. Okay?
Creepy Corey.
Because how disrespectful is it? Now, I understand that we are in a dating show. I understand that we are talking to multiple people. But I think it takes it to a whole nother level when you are literally finessing one woman by leaving her love notes. At the same time, you at the pool filling up on this one booty and keeping it close to her. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even though you weren't physically with both of them, you were kind of with the same time.
You have them both literally at the same
time, at the same party, wrapped up
for the same reasons.
It gives very manipulative. And Corey,
I'm gonna have to agree. He's a creep.
You're a creep.
He's a smart creep.
Smart creep.
But he's a creep.
But you're the worst type of creep because you really do copy and paste, and you sadly know that works.
And you know what? When he said it, I thought he literally just meant in his dating profile. I did not realize that this is like what you do with women.
Every woman you meet.
And no woman wants that. No woman wants to feel like whatever you're doing with her, you're doing with the next woman.
Like, I'm not special. So Corey,
and it sucks because you make them feel like they're special at the time. So I actually did believe that he was right. He does excel on his dates, but he just sucks as a person. So once the date is once you get past that and you really show who the hell you are,
nobody wants to deal with that. Because I'm like, oh, he's a gym owner. He's not a bad looking guy. Like, why can't he find love? Like, why can't? And this is why.
Because these women do go on dates and afterwards they're like, oh my God, he was so sweet.
And they
so
find
nice.
out you're dealing with 20 other women
that you're doing the same shit for.
Yeah, that's, oh, you nasty.
So it looks like we're getting a little clicky. We're clicking up. We have Cornelius and Camille, of course.
You would think that they're a couple already,
but I know it's not going to work out. So Cornelius. Anyways,
we see Cornelius and Camille, and she's like, "Oh, we're dressed alike. This is meant to be." And she goes to tell us in the confessional that her and Cornelius have had a talk about respect.
Yeah, what respect means to them.
And just dealing with other people. Now, let me tell y'all what Camille did. She got Cornelius on the phone, or maybe they went on the date off camera, and she was like, "I like you, like really like you, and I know you really like me. So I know we gonna be on the show, but don't you be giving nobody." That's what she done already. She thought she done locked him down, and the problem is Cornelius is like, this is a show. This is the process.
I'm going through the process.
And she just thinks,
but you know, he's so sweet. He doesn't want to disrespect her. He doesn't want to hurt her feelings, but he does want to go through the process. Don't give me that look.
That's what Camille is giving. What? That's what Camille is giving. Crazy. I watch enough ID channel.
I think it's giving.
She's giving snapped.
I think to him too. I think he's starting to pick up on it.
She's giving snapped. Then we see Tyrone and Shiloh, and we picked this particular screenshot because they were having a very good conversation starting off until Tyrone basically
professed his love for her
and basically said, like, "I see you as my wife." And she was like, "I'm so happy to be chosen.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't want to be chosen by this mother.
She did. Don't do that. That's
basically what she was saying.
That's not what she said. She wants to also go through the process.
Guys, it's called reading between the lines.
I think she likes him.
Read between the lines. If you go on a dating show and you feel like you've met, if the connection is that strong, that early on in the show, that you don't even need to complete the process because you feel like you have met your match. Why would you let it go? I'm not saying that she didn't like him. What I'm saying is that she didn't like him as much as he liked her. And so although she could appreciate being chosen, she wasn't ready to give up all her options.
Well, because she felt like she could have made a stronger connection with someone else.
That's all I'm saying. She didn't want it. The same reason he cut Carrie off.
But he could have too, even though he didn't feel that way. He possibly could have made a stronger connection with someone else, stronger than he did with Shiloh. He should have just gone through the process.
I don't know. I told y'all, Shiloh in this intimacy coach stuff. I don't know. She out here putting spells and shit. I don't know. But, yeah, so we basically see, she's like, she doesn't want to hurt his feelings. It's almost like a Cornelius Camille type. She's like, oh, I appreciate it, but I think you should explore the process. And
I'm going to do the same.
Tyrone, all I'm going to say is God don't like ugly.
We got some new singles.
Curveball! We got some new singles in the house. Well, I guess they're not in the house really, but they in the house. We see Sydney over here. We always have this issue. Sydney. Beautiful young thing. She is amazing. She is beautiful. Like, if I'm mad that I didn't get the full body shot, because it was giving. Sydney's bathing suit. That was not Fashion Nova. I mean, where you got that. That was cute.
That's okay, because we got the full body shot of Sean over here.
Coming out with his model walk. The fan was blowing when he came out. He's a entrepreneur. I think he said he was 44.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch old girl's age.
Yeah. I don't think I did either.
But we meet them. They're new to the crew, so they're adding some new things. The Camille's face was like,
Camille and her face is, boy, she can't hide nothing on her face.
Camille was highly upset. I forgot who when she walked out. That was like, damn.
Probably because she feel like that might be Cornelius' type, physically. Anyway,
Camille.
I mean, if we're going off of what Courtney looks like,
Camille, I'm gonna need you to work on these issues. You scaring this man before you even got him.
That's okay. Shawty swing my way.
Hey,
show look good to me. Now would you please swing my way? Hey, shawty swing my way.
Oh. So I'm gonna ask you, Nails. It's a deal breaker. What you putting on your hot dog?
Do I gotta make my hot dog, or are we getting it from somewhere?
That's not what I asked you.
We know what I'm putting on my hot dog, okay? We know what I'm putting on my hot dog. But if I'm going somewhere and ordering a hot dog, I'm going to Stewart's and I'm getting a collie dog.
Let me just tell y'all that I introduced to Chanel to Stewart's.
She did. She did.
In a little small town in Roxborough, North Carolina. Okay? But let me tell you something. Them hot dogs is fire.
Let me tell you something. I didn't even like hot dogs until I went to Stewart's. Now I eat hot dogs. I can't do everything that Stewart's does. So right now I eat it with like ketchup, mustard, red onions, relish, sweet relish, and cherry tomatoes. Amazing. But we need to take a trip. We need to take a trip. I was just about to say, I'm back in Roxborough.
I need my collie dog, which has coleslaw, mustard, and chili, and will change your life. And then you just get a glass.
I feel like it's so much more.
It's not, but it's that fire.
It is. I ain't gonna lie.
It's that fire.
That shit is good.
But no, guys. So we get into that conversation because we see our girl Mumin and Corey again by the pool, and he's like, this is it for me, and he's making her comfortable, and she's like, he's saying all the right things. Copy paste. That's what he does. He's good at doing it. Everyone else feels the same way, darling. We see our newcomers.
Well.
Okay.
She forgot to say that's the reason why she asked about the hot dog is because he said it's a deal breaker. What you putting on your hot dog? And what she said relish, and she said chopped onions.
And then he asked whether they were raw
grilled
or cooked or grilled, and that is kind of a deal breaker.
I like mine raw. Don't do that. I like it's red onions. You don't need to grill red onions. They're amazing raw. Moving on.
Yes, let's move on from the nasty onions on the hot dog. So now we see Sydney and I always mix them up. I believe this is Frank. We see Sydney and Frank.
It is Frank.
Okay.
She swears everybody on this show is Frank.
If your name ain't Walter or Naeem, your name is Frank.
Or Cornelius.
Or Cornelius.
She know who Cornelius is.
Yeah, but other than that, your name is Frank. So we see Sydney and Frank, and apparently they knew each other before, prior to getting to the show and friends. And so they have a connection, and obviously from familiar faces, they're like, oh, and it's. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like, oh, it's familiar, so it's easy because she's a newcomer, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really know anybody else yet. So maybe that's where their attraction comes from.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then they've known each other for so long.
If y'all been out here this long,
why didn't y'all have a connection before?
Yeah. We also see Sabrina and Tyrone, where Tyrone...
Oh, Jesus, talk about it.
...goes and tells Sabrina that he feels Shiloh is his wife, and she is the one. And Sabrina, who was actually interested in him...
Who he's supposed to be interested in also. He likes her. But he basically told her, like, you're not the one. It would be Shiloh.
And she's like, well, why would you cut yourself off so early on? Like when there's other people out here trying to make connections with you. And he's like,
and you don't know where she stands. You don't know if she's that into you, like you're into her. He did that with Carrie?
Tyrone, I'm getting tired of your shit. Okay.
Yes.
Your old country bumpkin ass.
That's why he ain't leaving with you, boo. That's why he ain't leaving with you. Cornelius was having a conversation with the new girl,
Sydney.
And he felt like there was a target on his back the entire time.
You see Camille walking behind him.
There's
like,
actually
she was like a vulture. She was literally circling the situation to make sure. Like, it was crazy. It was, Camille is giving crazy Camille.
There's actually a scene where Cornelius actually kind of like looks behind him to see Camille like checking them out. So she's upset as
that he's even talking
to the new girl, which he's supposed to do. And he decides to pull her to the side after she goes on a rant with her friend and with Mumin, discussing what happened. And
she said, should I approach her? She was ready to. This is a dating show, y'all. She's ready to approach her.
And say what? That's my man. But it's not. You know why? Because he's mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine.
Bitch, I can't. So, yeah, Camille, I was getting ready to call you Courtney, but Camille. No, I mean, like, their names. Don't do that. Don't do that. I would never. But no, Camille was just giving really crazy, and it was like really toxic. And then
it was like super toxic.
She was like, "You out here and these girls playing you, and they all up in your face, and you should know better, and you can't have your cake and eat it too." And I was like, "That look, we told him send Carrie home because she was aggressive."
And basically told him he was acting dumb like a country bumpkin because he didn't understand that
your country bumpkin ass,
ma'am. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and I'm glad that he's not letting it get to him. And he's like, "But you're toxic." She's giving.
Cornelius is starting to see that Camille is super
that her little jealousy thing is not just an act. Like,
and it's not just
this
cute.
Is who she is.
Yeah.
That's okay, but look.
Bye.
They were testing you and you were failing.
So we see Camille breaking down and crying over the fact, I know we said this, but I just have to reiterate because why? Why are you crying? That he's talking to other women and we are on a dating show. And I understand that you guys have a connection, but he told you he wanted to explore this process.
And I think it's clear that you're not the only one he has a connection with.
And not even that, but why can't you be secure that your connection is enough? And what scares me is that if he clearly, anytime we see them out, they're together. So it's like, if you're not secure enough in that, what is him actually make? You understand what I'm saying?
What I understand is I love the way Cornelius
handled himself.
It. I mean, she is cutting him down and he's just like, oh,
okay.
Really?
That's how you feel?
Right? Like, he didn't take
it. But he ain't fucking bitch. He's none of that.
He didn't seem to really take it personal. He knew she was upset.
He wasn't at Carrington. Well, you ain't had much to say, no way.
But I think he's noticing that this is who she is. And it's not just, oh, she's just jealous and it's cute. That this is who she is. So he is taking mental notes. But I feel like he handled himself really well because I know me. You ain't going to be talking shit to me. You're talking down to me. And I'm going to just sit here quiet.
Okay.
So it looks like everybody brought the party inside. Here we have Creepy Corey with Mumin.
And we see he's still being a creep.
From the picture here, apparently.
In the middle. There.
He's like dancing with her waist. I mean, it's a tiny little waist.
Go ahead, Mumin. But
yes, but he's dancing with her waist.
Corey is such a creep, y'all. I'm sorry. Can I just say this? There should have been some type of HR claim on this show.
Ooh.
Based off Corey's behavior.
Jesus.
Because the thirstiness of it all, if this was like a real job, a real workplace environment, you would have.
I mean, they have to be the one to file, though. So, I mean.
Mumin likes it.
Yeah. Exactly so. Then we have Aisha and Sean sitting down having a conversation. Apparently, she likes older men. They seem to be connecting quite well.
Yeah.
Frank.
And Aisha looks really pretty right here. I mean, she always really looks pretty good, but this one is like really hitting.
I did good with that screenshot.
Yeah, you did that.
Frank over here in the background is like, why you all in my girl's face?
Yeah, he's gas facing.
He is not happy about it. He felt like that's his girl.
He felt like they had genuine connections.
And I'm sure they did. But,
it's a process.
It's the process. You got to date around, so.
Corey, you ain't shit. Corey, you ain't shit. Corey, you ain't shit. Corey, you ain't shit. So I had to delve deeper into the scene. We see Aisha and Sean just really connecting on a deeper level. And she's like, she likes older men. She's feeling his vibe. And they're just really feeling each other.
And she was talking about how she loves being a wife and being a mother. And he noticed
that she lit up when she said that.
Yeah.
So then we see creepy Corey and Courtney. And he lets her know, I've been the one leaving these love notes around for you. And just to let you know how and can I just tell y'all, I can't stand Corey because Corey is so good with the fucking game. Right?
Yes.
Like, that would be the type. I would call Chanel and be like, girl, he left notes all by the pool for me. He must really like me. And he done did this for 10 other bitches.
But you know what, though? Courtney knows. She knows what type of man he is. And she's like, he can make you feel so special. And do the same shit for another bitch.
It's not special, Corey. And you see Mumin like really getting like, what is going on? He was just on me 5 minutes ago.
No. All day. While you was leaving notes for the next bitch, she was hugged up on Mumin. Like, creepy Corey.
So I creep. Yeah, just creeping on the down low. Said nobody is supposed to know. All right, so this scene, we see a double date with our new girl, Sydney, and Dante, and Cornelius and Camille. I don't know who keeps setting up these dates with Cornelius and Camille, or if they're going on these.
I hope they set them up themselves.
But it's almost like, can I choose somebody else? Or is
Camille.
Is Camille running production? Does she know somebody from production?
She's just calling them up.
But we see them sit and have a cute little time at the Selfie Museum in DC. And so we see, what's this girl name? I forgot her name that fast. Sydney. I want to call her Shiloh. Sydney, no, because the hair. So Sydney and Dante are sitting in the ball pit and they're just talking about, he's talking about like how he likes to work and renew his spirit. And I'm all about that, Dante. Yes. Let's work and renew our spirit and work on being better people every day, as we should. And she's really feeling the vibe. So all that laughing over there, but Miss Sydney is feeling the positive energy. I'm just saying, he probably got affirmations.
Who does not feel
I bet he got affirmations all live, laugh, love.
Who doesn't like positive
I bet he got
energy?
live, laugh, love all over his house.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Live, laugh, love.
She won't let me live, y'all, because I like my affirmations.
She likes live, laugh, love. It's not the affirmations.
All of them. I don't care. I like to see positive things around my house. I don't care if they're cliche. So
like live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Friends are the family you make, or some shit like that. All that. I'm into it.
Oh, friends are the family you choose.
Yeah, I'm all that. So
family is the friends that you choose. That's what it is.
Whatever. Put it on the wall. So we see Cornelius and Camille, and I can appreciate. Can I just say I can identify with Camille at this moment because you had a crazy bitch moment, and you realize it, and you're like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I was a crazy bitch. Please forgive me."
Apology not accepted.
And that's what happens sometimes when you're a crazy bitch. That's what happens. Sometimes your apology is not accepted. I think Cornelius did in this instance accept her apology. It seems a little like he's not really sure, but
he took a mental note. Check. She's a crazy bitch.
But she was just like, "I'm sorry if I made you feel bad." Now, here's the only thing, Camille. If you wanted to get at him because you felt like he was being disrespectful to you, which he wasn't. But if you wanted to get in, but the fact that you started to...
You were, though.
But the fact that you started to go in on him and talk about him as a person, I think is what did it for Cornelius. And that's why he's kind of done with it.
She kind of talked to him like he was a clown. Like...
She talked to him like he was Cord.
Ooh.
That's what she did. Ooh. So we see our creep, Corey, and he's here with Mumin, and she's ready to kind of call him out, sit him down. Like, what was you doing yesterday? He was leaving little love notes for old girl.
Or she heard.
That he was. And he was like, well, why are you worried about what you heard? And not what's going on between us?
He was like, did you see me do that? Sorry, if I saw you do that, I wouldn't be asking you this question.
So, and then Corey proceeds to invite her to meet his parents.
And she says, am I the only person you invited to visit your parents? Instead of saying yes or no.
He deflects. Because he's a deflector. As well, a creepy deflector.
And he says, oh, just worry about us. And, sir, don't tell me what to worry about.
Right.
Number one. Numero uno. Okay. Second, I asked a question. Give me a fucking answer.
That part. All right. We see Aisha and Sean, our newbie single,
getting close.
And they have, I'm sorry, I got the hiccups, y'all. So y'all see me. I got the hiccups. Sorry. I told you I got the hiccups.
I'm going to give y'all a trick, and I'm going to tell you too. Take in 3 deep breaths to the point that you feel like you're, no. You got to listen first. To the point that you feel like you're getting lightheaded. Hold the last one and then swallow it, and your hiccups will go away. And you did not do it because you did not listen. You're doing it. What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What is this? What is this?
I can't breathe. I'm sorry.
3 deep breaths. Like, I mean, to the point where you're like this.
Okay, Chanel just gave y'all a hiccup lesson.
I did. I'm telling you it works. Doctors don't even know it.
She has heartburn right now.
I don't. I'm good. I don't know. I'm not the one with hiccups, okay?
My hiccups are gone. By normal.
You know why?
By normal.
You know why? Because you took a deep breath, held it, and then swallowed it.
By normal hiccup standards.
Ma'am.
So no, we see our girl Aisha and Sean. He's not a girl, but you know what I mean. And so they're out to dinner, and they're, having a cute little date on U Street. Here we are again on U Street.
And he brought her some flowers.
Yes, he did.
For which the flowers meant something. He said the red is for passion. The white was for friendship. And the lavender was for her zodiac sign. Sir. We love a man who pays attention.
Okay?
We love a man who pays attention.
You do the assignment, Sean. You're coming.
Sean.
All I'm going to say is don't bring me a fish bowl full of fish. Because I'm a Pisces. Don't do that. That wouldn't be
He's
cute.
gonna bring the flower.
Oh.
To match your
Well, I don't know my flower, so help me out.
He will.
Help me out, Sean. But
that's all that matters. He will.
We see them having a real cute time until she basically brings up she is living her best life. She has 2 teenage, I think, boys. And she is not looking to pop out no more kids. She is 38. He is 44. And he's like, I'm still unsure about that. He's like, my last relationship, she had an older daughter. And that didn't work out because I brought up having another child.
It sounds like he needs like a younger woman. More than, so he's 44. And the women that are in his age group normally have kids. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like he needs a younger woman who maybe possibly doesn't have kids and would want kids. But I know
he wants some maturity too, though.
I know. I wouldn't want kids either. I mean, if I have
two
teenagers,
13 and 18, I think she said.
I wouldn't want kids. She said she want to get flued out.
She just want to be. She said she want to be naked somewhere on the island. She is not trying to be think about her kids. They about to go off to college. She's like, I done raised my kids, and I know that I've done that successfully. There is no need for me to do this again. And I ain't mad at you, Aisha. That's all.
I get it.
All right, so we get to the it of it all. Deliberation time.
Exciting. You're excited.
I'm excited because we hear that we're not here for Tyrone.
I think you're here for the bottom too. That's what it is. You happy about the bottom?
We are not here for Tyrone, and we're not here for Corey.
See, that's why she excited. She here for the bottom too.
Sounds like a win-win to me. So we see that the girls sit around and they're deliberating with nephew Tommy, and old girl Shiloh is like, you know, I love that he chose me, but it's just too much. Like, too soon. I respect Shiloh for saying that. Sabrina kind of chuckles at it like, Tyrone was everybody's nigga.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. She seems...
Shade. That was shade.
You didn't think it was a little bit of jealousy?
Jealousy, but it was like shade, like, oh yeah, well, Tyrone was up in my line too. Like,
who is going to be jealous over Tyrone, though?
So we see that Corey needs to go. At least in my opinion. He may not go, but he's in the bottom two.
Power Ranger.
Who? Tyrone or Corey?
Tyrone.
We're still on Tyrone? I
don't see why she would be jealous and she's so beautiful. I don't know. All right, go ahead. Move on to Corey. Go ahead.
So we've moved on to Corey. And Corey is in the bottom two because these girls are like, we can't believe anything you say.
Mameen got her answers.
You know, Courtney is sitting out here like, oh, and so you see this picture over here. You like that? I finally went the right way. Right. So you see this picture over here. This is all the love notes that Corey left for Courtney all over the pool party. Talking about how much he loved her and how he knew from the day he met her.
She was his first and only crush.
Corey.
So Mameen got her answers because she was asking Corey and Corey wouldn't give her an answer. So Courtney had asked, she said, well, let me ask you this. Because he invited me to see his parents. Neither of the women were happy about that. They both got invited.
They both did. No, they both got invited to meet his parents.
Mm-hmm. They both got invited to meet his parents. And Mameen made a big deal about it.
Nasty.
She made a big deal about it because she thought that it was a serious thing to get invited to meet his parents.
No, that's how I said that was nasty. Not nasty on it actually being nasty, but nasty in personality wise. It was nasty.
Yeah, he just seems like a disgusting individual, to be quite honest.
You just out here let everybody meet your folks.
It's not even that. It's like you literally live your life copying and pasting shit. Like I said,
Yeah.
I really thought that it was just in
a
like
joke, but it's like
no. I thought that it was just like if you were meeting him online or something, writing him online, like that's how he would respond. He copies and pastes the same message to every woman, but you do the same things, and you will forever be single because no woman wants to feel like they're getting the same thing that the next bitch got. They want to feel special, and you don't know how to
say that shade.
You don't know how to do that. You know how to do it while you're on the date, but once that shit is over, you fuck up. You do the same shit, and literally, how the fuck you sending a bitch? How the fuck are you? I don't even want to call her a bitch because I like Courtney. You are literally passing around notes to Courtney as a secret admirer, but the whole time at the pool party, you're hung up on Mumine. You're hanging on her the entire time. I would think that was confusion on both sides.
Yep.
You seem toxic as fuck. You seem like you need therapy. And like you need to be single. This is not the show for you, sir.
Okay.
You need help.
Let's lay off court because we don't know who gets eliminated yet. We don't know.
I don't care. He needs to.
All right.
It's elimination
all
time.
All right.
So we have Tyrone and Shiloh. Tyrone has basically professed his love for Shiloh, and it's really not reciprocated. She's feeling him, but not to the extent that he's feeling her.
Shiloh, you did this man wrong.
I don't think so. I feel like he did this to himself because
that's why I told you God don't like ugly. I told you, Tyrone.
God he should like have trust the process.
BIT.
And not got rid of anybody and told them, oh, I don't like you because I like this person. Sir, shit changes. Okay? And the person you feeling may not be feeling you like that. Especially as a female. That's how it is. I think it back home.
So yes, we see your girl Shiloh break it down to Tyrone and just say, hey, I don't think you're ready to love. And then we see...
So he got eliminated. Then we've got Corey and Courtney. And Courtney is highly upset, understandably, because she has just found out that
Corey for everybody. He for the streets.
He for the streets. He invited
Moomin to meet his parents.
Exactly, which she also thought was special. And apparently didn't even admit that he put down these little love notes for her, professing his love. He professed his love to her, but wouldn't profess it to anybody else.
Let me tell you how much of a narcissist Corey is, right? So he goes on to say, well, if they would have kept him around longer, they would have seen that his love was like, he can never accept that something may have been wrong with you. It may not have been them. It may have been you, bro. And he was like, no, it's not. And he's just, oh, copy paste. Oh, creep.
To make your skin crawl.
Yeah. Because it's so many DC men out here like that. I'm sorry.
Needless to say, he got eliminated also. So they had two men that were eliminated this episode. Corey and Tyrone, which I'm not mad. I agree with.
Yeah.
Definitely Corey. Tyrone, I feel like he was putting all his eggs in one basket. So and on this show,
and it almost it's almost like payback for Carrie, because Carrie had already told him, you're investing too much in this one woman.
Basically. So did your girl.
Shiloh even said to him.
Not Shiloh.
But no, even at the end, Shiloh told him, I told you. This is what's so fucked up about Shiloh. She said, I told you to date other people. I told you.
That's how this show. You think it makes you think that these people have never watched a show. They literally just saw Ready to Love, I want to be in a relationship, let me sign up, because that's not how the show works. The show works, you make as many connections as possible and then you choose the strongest connection.
Duh. Bless their hearts.
So they both went home. I don't feel sorry for either one of them, to be quite honest. I'm actually really happy that Corey went home. Tyrone, I wouldn't be upset if he stayed, but I'm not upset that he's gone. So
thank you guys so much. We love you, and we will catch you next week for another episode of Ready to Love. Bye bye. Make sure you like, comment, join, or
subscribe.
Well, you can't join yet, but hit the little bell so you know when we're coming through. We appreciate you. Love you. Night night.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!